Hi, good morning. Welcome to today's episode on Odyssey with Mazichuks. So I just thought I should explain a little bit more about my podcast and about what I share and about what I intend to achieve. Odyssey with Mazichuks is a podcast that invite people who live the experience of moving from Africa to Europe, Australia, and America to share their lived experience of how the journey has been so far. So far, I've had 5 people come to my podcast, and they've all shared different experiences, moving from Nigeria, moving from Ghana, moving from different places, really. And also, their destination have also been different. I've had somebody from Nigeria to Dubai. She has a different experience. Somebody from different destinations, different Australia, UK, America, and a lot more are also coming. Something has stood out. People's lived experience are different. People's journey are different. I'll share a bit with you, and I'll share something that have stood out for me. What I advocate is when you set out to move, it is very important you gather all the necessary information. Information is golden. Information is key. Another thing I've also learned is do not be afraid to ask questions. It is not enough to just seek information on the internet and all of that. But when you ask questions from probably people that have gone on that journey, my people have this adage, only models or seaweed in abuse and one. I will explain. Somebody that started cooking first, somebody that started cooking first will definitely have a black pot before you. So if you do not engage people, if you do not speak to people to know how their journey has been, you're likely going to run into deep waters. A classic example. Somebody shared that he was able to move from Nigeria to the UK on global talent visa owing to information somebody gave him. His plan was to move on student visa. The person reached out to somebody and said, "Oh, I want to move on student visa. What course do you advise considering my situation?" The person said, "Really? Okay, student visa, is that what you want to do? How about, have you thought of this option? Have you thought of this option?" And he said, "Oh, I didn't know about this option." And they looked at it and they explored it, and he came on global talent visa. I will give you another example. Another person moved from Nigeria to Dubai. Her plan of going to Dubai was obviously to secure job and live and all of that. But she did her due diligence. Instead of the 1 month or instead of the 1 month visa, she was able to get 3 month visa. She moved out. She moved to Dubai. She's been living in Dubai until the law changed, and now she's stuck in Dubai and trying to find her way out. Information. Okay, so people say UK is UKing us. UK is not working. UK is not doing that. Australia is this. Canada is that. What information do you have? What information do you have? I just discovered that in 2025, people are still coming to UK. People with family are still coming to UK on student visa. Who does that? People are still coming to the UK on student visa. These are people that have families, and these are people that when we know say the end result no be really the thing. You understand? Who does that in 2025 when there are options that will allow you to move with your family to the UK? People are still going to Australia. People that are near to 40 are still going to Australia on student visa. Who does that? Do you not know that when you're close to 40, you're not going to get a PR in Australia? Do you not know that? Have you spoken to people? Who have you spoken to before embarking on that journey? What information have you gathered? What research have you done? The internet is a gold mine, yes, but then speaking to people who live the experience is also a topper gold mine, if there is any word like that, or it is a better gold mine. Yeah, so there are still vast opportunities. Now there is Canada Care Pathway. It is opening in March, but then the information out there now is that they are going to accept people from overseas, that people that do not live in Canada, on a later date. Do you have that information? Are you looking up that information? Are you speaking to people? I understand this attitude of, oh, when you have these plans of moving abroad, you don't speak to people until they materialize it. But then there is also a disadvantage to it. There is also a disadvantage to that. Yeah, you meet people, you don't speak to them about your plans, about all of this, and you know that they've passed that same stage. You're only doing yourself. In the UK at the moment, if you're coming on student visa and you do not plan and be strategic about the course you're going to study in the UK, you're likely going to struggle. Somebody shared with us yesterday on Odyssey with Mazichuks and said it is possible to save £17,000 in 2 years in the UK. And people thought he was messianing. People thought he was just exaggerating. And somebody sent me his pay slip and said, this is how much I've been able to save from April of 2024 to April of 2025. And it blew my mind. And he is in the care sector. The only difference is that he came and he got his COS directly from the care home. And he has also upgraded himself, not just being at the assistant care assistant. He has been able to upgrade himself to a care leader. What information do you have, people? It is not enough to sit in your tight corner and think that everybody's situation is similar to yours. No. People are different. People are doing a whole lot to better their lot. Most of us, what we come on Twitter, on TikTok to do is do funny things just to make money and all of that. It is good to make those passive income. It is lovely. But how are you developing yourself? What information do you have? Which podcast do you listen to? Do you hear from people's experience? Top leaders read people's biography to know how they've gone on this journey. The best way to be successful is to study people. What have they done? What are they doing? How can I align myself with what these people have done? How can I take this path to success? That is why there are books. That is why there are podcasts. That is why there are different things you could read to know people. You do not need to know me personally to know how I have lived or the journey I have gone on. But when you listen to information that I give out, then it helps you. You do not need to know Elon Musk for him to mentor you. If you follow him on Twitter or wherever he is, and then listen to information he's given or the books he's written and all of that, you begin to know him and pattern your life after him, or maybe go on the journey if you want to be in the industry he operates on and probably achieve the success he has achieved. So my people, the essence of this video this morning is to encourage you that you should not remain at your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is good, but then remaining there is your choice. And moving forward is as a result of information you have consumed, people you have listened to, information you have. It is not enough to move abroad and still be living as if you are in Nigeria. It is not enough to move abroad and people back home, I'm not comparing, but people back home have a better quality of life than you do. What is now the essence of moving abroad? You move from one shift to shift, you move from one care home to care home, you move when there are options. For somebody listening to this, you're thinking of moving to the UK. Somebody is telling you the best option is COS. It is a lie. If the COS is not directly from the care home, it is likely a scam. If the COS is not from NHS, you are likely going to struggle. Have you considered Global Talent Visa? Have you considered Global Talent Visa? The beautiful thing about Global Talent Visa is that everybody and anybody is eligible for this visa. Whether you are educated or not educated, you are eligible for this visa. It takes a while to come to materialization. It takes a while, but that is also with everything that is good. That is also with everything that is also profitable. Everything that makes sense takes a while to happen. The problem is when people want the easy way out, the quick fix. That is where the problem comes. So guys, I'm encouraging you, if you want to go to Australia and you're close to 40 years old, you are not going to get PR. The law has changed. The law has changed. If UK is where you consider, then you should begin to look at visas that give you flexibility. Number one of it is global talent visa. Whether you have education or not, you can get global talent visa. Yeah, there are people that are doing exploits on this visa. There are no restrictions. The flexibility is top notch. Nobody is going to cage you with one COS or one letter. It is, you are your own boss. You can do everything and anything you want to do. So guys, I'm encouraging you, if this video comes across to you, share it as wide as possible. Let people that need this information hear it. UK might not be the final destination, but then it could be a stepping stone for some. You could start from here and then proceed to where you want to be it America, Canada, or wherever you want to go to. But then get the right information. Any information you hear from my podcast, it is also good that you check on the various countries' government websites. For example, if it is UK, the official government website excuse me. If it is UK, the official government website is gov.uk. You check on gov website. If it is not there, then don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. So my whole advocacy, my whole plan is to see many people liberated from poverty, from lack, from average life, because the difference between you and that your uncle abroad is that he moved and you have not moved. If you move, somebody said, if you know what you are doing, you cannot move abroad and know what you are doing and not make a success out of your life. It is not possible. It is not possible. Let me say it again. You cannot move abroad with the right documentation. With the right documentation. You cannot move abroad with the right documentation and know what you are doing and not make a success out of your life and family. It is not possible. I'll leave you with this. Gather the necessary information and make that move now. Unless you do not stand, unless you know you stand a chance in your home country. Say for example in Ghana where you're from, and maybe I can get into politics and get those free monies, then this might not be for you. But if you know you're the son of a poor man like myself that desires success to better your life and that of your family members, your immediate family members in this instance, then make that move now. Make that move now. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.